objectives in making a cheaper disinfectant?
For all companies, the question you ask is 10 years from now, how are you going to continue making money? So when we were tasked with that question with our CEO, we said actually, when you look at the demographics of the country, if we need to be a profitable Safaricom 10 years from now, we have to engage with the young consumers in the market. And you know what marketers think when they want to engage with young customers? It's all about the party. But we spend time going around the country asking the young people, what is your struggle in life? And one of the things said, I don't need Safaricom to help me party. So which means your marketing idea has to start from scratch. But we realize that young people are very passionate about success. They're very passionate about success, but they're also very aware that what I call white-collar formal jobs are very few. So which means that then we saw, when I look at when I was in college and I see the kids who are there now in school and in college, there's a very big difference. Because people know that entrepreneurship is one of the few things that they have to, few chances to make it in life. Given the formal jobs are only 20 or 30,000 in a year, people are starting the journey of actually, experimenting with their businesses when they're still in school.
To be industrialized country needs a total change of attitude. And this change of attitude, you saw it this morning. We saw it this morning. These young girls were speaking about fluent, oh my God, the words which I remember when I was an engineering student. Unless you put things into operation and practice and allow younger people in the country to take roots in what they can manufacture, what they can make, how long are we going to be fed by others? And all we are doing is today is fed by others.
We were doing research in New Mexico, a place called Socorro. You can look it up on the map. It's near Albuquerque. And we saw a science fair there. And when we came back to the Ireland, we said, let's start one in Ireland. That was 54 years ago nearly, 53 years ago. And really it has been, well, it's not for me to say. It's considered in Ireland, I think the ambassador will it's considered now to be a national institution. And if I tell you that every year the exhibition is opened by the President of Ireland, that tells you how it ranks within the government. And the award ceremony at the end is always done by either the Prime Minister or the Minister for Education.
It started like a joke that they needed us to go to Ireland, me and the PS of Ministry of Education, Belio Gibson. We just thought it is something so small. Me and Belio said, Christmas, let's go and rest. Can we send some young men? So we sent Muiruri to represent. Muiruri, where are you? Yes, to represent the PS. I sent the other young man, where are you, Willie? To represent me in Ireland. They came back and told me, you missed something. We said, yes, we will now push it. And we pushed this thing until now today. When I see it being established, I'm happy about it. And I told the scientists, the young scientists, when we were finalizing the Kenya Science Engineering Forum in Mombasa 2 weeks ago, that it's not going to compete with KESEV. If anything, we want this to become a premier one, so that Kenya Science Engineering Forum will still be continuing. After all, it has a budget in the ministry. We will support it. We would want other competitions to come, but here this one become the climax.
Ireland is a small country of 4.5 million people in Western Europe. And not very long ago, we were one of the poorest countries in Europe. And today that has changed. We now have the fastest growing economy in Europe. We have the highest population of young people in Europe. We have the best skilled young students in Europe. And we are the most successful country in Europe for attracting foreign investment into our country. And much of this change took place because over the years, our government gradually understood and invested strongly in our education system, and it invested in science.
I think we are starting a new journey. Those of us who have been able to see those innovations this morning is a sign that we are changing our science from those of passing exams. In the past that we have just been happy with the grades. But I think this morning we are able to see exhibitions that can be able to solve the society problem. And I think that is the science we want. The science that is going to grow Kenya, the science that is going to create jobs. We have realized this morning we can be able to create jobs.